shattered my hip. Now your femur is the strongest bone in your body, and mine was done up. I looked like this part up right here looked like this. And when I finally looked at it, I started screaming because now all of a sudden it hurt.
Right.
All of a sudden I feel it. Dummy. But yeah, so because of that, I started hooking off.
What you mean? You started swinging?
Yes, they was trying to move me. Leave me here. I'm gonna stay right here. It's gonna heal by yourself, cause I serve a living God, and He gonna reach out and touch, and I'm gonna be fine. You bugging if you about to move me out this spot? Hell no. We gotta wait for Jesus and Armageddon and everything else. If it's meant for me to move, God is gonna send down His angels and Michael in the chariot, and they gonna swoop me up out of here. Don't touch me again. Like, yeah, I start fighting.
You started swinging on the firefighters.
On the paramedic,
right, of course.
And then even still, you not cuffing me behind my back, because at that point now I'm fighting because I feel like something about to happen.
So you guys was in the elevator.
And
he stopped the elevator.
Yeah.
And then that's when he.
That's enough. That's about as much as I'm gonna talk about it at. Is
in the precinct.
In the elevator at 1 Lincoln. Like, I never forget that. I know where I was at. I remember what it smelled like. I remember the people that was in the cells. I remember all that shit. Well, guess what? That man is no longer walking the face of this planet. So it's cool. And I didn't do it.
Okay.
And it had nothing to do with it. I leave stuff in God's hands. Anybody that ever hurt me not here no more. And I didn't do it.
Okay.
Because I'm a real person. I'm genuine. There's no malice in my heart.
But it still happened to you, and it's still affecting you today.
A lot because of what happened to me when I was younger. It's like I just was getting attacked from every corner. And then the minute I was on my own, that happened. So it was like.
So how was your childhood coming up? You from Newark originally?
Yeah, Newark and Carteret, back and forth.
Okay, I actually did interviews with people that was from Carteret, like 2 people.
My mom had a house out there, but my grandmother had a house out here. So it was like pretty much a back and forth thing. But I lived with my grandmother. I lived with my mom and my grandmother and my mom and my grandmother. It was like a back and forth thing. My grandmother was verbally abusive. My mother was emotionally abusive. My grandmother was physically abusive. My mother was just neglectful. But it wasn't her fault. A person only do what they know, which is why in the end I couldn't even blame my grandmother because of how she was raised. You understand what I'm saying?
So it's like a generational curse going on.
Like at the end of the day, a person's only going to do a little bit better than the last one.
Yeah.
It's called progression, but in some areas, if it goes untreated and nobody like really focuses on what the issues are, it's not going to be that much of a progression. Like, she used to beat my mother. By the time she got to us, she just used to, she still me up, but like, it was more of a verbal, at that point, like she was really trying to tear me apart. But, and then my mother just wasn't available. Emotionally, physically, a lot of the time, but she was at the same time. I don't know how to explain that. She was there, but she wasn't.
Right.
Like, a lot of people know my mother. A lot of people know my mother from being around me, but I barely knew my mother.
Gotcha.
Like, it wasn't until I was an adult that I got to even learn anything about my mother. And I miss her. I think that's why I ended up back over here on some real shit. Because this was the last place I was a family with my family. We lived on Jacob. And I'm kind of stuck over here. I remember when my mom died, for like a week straight, I kept walking over here. And then I went to see Black Panther. And I couldn't even watch the movie. I was just and it snowed bad. And I was outside screaming, like, I just want my mom. Like, because before she died, like, we was actually trying to build a relationship. But I understood everything. And it wasn't like I didn't know it was coming. I was prepared. Like, she prepared me. It's just that we had got into an argument before I left the hospital, and she died right after I left. So that like, what I learned in my little bit of time is the person screaming the loudest at the funeral is the one who said the worst shit before the person left. And they didn't get a chance to apologize, and that's why they feel the worst, because they left on a bad note, and it's eating them up, because they knew it was wrong when they did it. They knew it was a low blow when they said it, but they had to say it trying to get that last one.
Right.
Like pride, you know what I'm saying?
That's interesting you said that. I'm gonna take that and trying to run with it. I'm gonna try to figure out some things because I've been to a few funerals, and you can always pinpoint which one's taking it the worst. Maybe I could ask him some questions about that to confirm it. I'm gonna take your word though.
No, that's really the reason. Like right now, my friend just, not my friend, somebody I know died a couple of days ago. I don't know if you heard about the accident where the guy's whole torso got ripped off.
Nah.
In front of, guy got hit by a stolen car in front of Queen Sheba's. He got chopped in half, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. And his close friend is back there tearing shit. Like, and I already know why. Because you said something.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm trying to get to him, but like he throwing couches and like he just outside tearing outside up. But he hurting.
Yeah.
And I know why he hurting. We just a lot of people don't believe in signs and stuff like that, but we the same sign. We really don't like hurting people, but if you push us to the point we had to hurt you, it hurt us more that we even had to do that because we've been holding it all this time.
Yeah.
And the fact that you really brought it out of me, and then now you're not even here for me to tell you I apologize or for me to try to make it up to you, or that's gonna eat him alive more than anything at all. More than anything in the world, the fact that he couldn't justify or fix that particular situation is gonna tear him up.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, so I get it.
Yeah.
And that's really the case. Like people that like think about any situation, whoever didn't fix it, be the one with the most to say about it, the one who want to fix everything else. Now the most is an urgent emergency now.
Yeah.
Because they did the most damage.
Wow. So, before your accident, like, how was your life then? Like,
I always been like.
Did you get back on your feet after the whole situation with the police officer?
It didn't affect me initially. It just made me, you know, some people take their pain and they become an introvert, and then you got other people that capitalize on it. That wasn't the first time that happened to me. So I just was like, ain't nobody taking this from me no more. They coming out their pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just capitalized off of it. Give me the money.
Right. So you mentioned something about having drugs on you when the accident happened. Can you tell me what it was, or?
Why? You want some? You got some?
Nah, not at all. I'm
just trying to give me some? You want to buy me some?
I'm just trying to figure out.
Go get some? Why do it matter?
I'm just trying to figure out if you were suffering through any.
I didn't suffer through
type of
anything.
Abuse.
I didn't suffer through anything. I'm suffering now because I'm still here. Because I never had to rely on nobody before in my life. I never had to wait. I never had to. And then how about before everybody came to me for everything? I was the go-to person. Tiffany gonna fix. Oh damn. She's gonna fix it. She gonna figure it out.
Hot Wheels gonna fix it.
Yes.
You want me to add out your name?
Please.
I gotta
they
try to
gonna know
remember.
it's me anyway. Like people gonna know it's me when they hear my voice, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
I don't want people that don't know me to know me now. You understand what I'm saying? I just want them to be like, yo, you look familiar. That's it.
Right.
I don't want no random like Tiffany.
Yeah. Got you. All right. So, what's your living situation now?
I'm homeless.
You homeless?
Yep. It's okay though.
Wow.
It's okay. Cause guess what? My next fix, I'm not gonna lose.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I learned everything the hard way. Anything that I don't like go through the most to get done, I don't learn anything, and I end up right back in the situation. I know this time there's nothing gonna jeopardize this because I never been bad. Like that's why my situation got as bad as it did, because my mother introduced me to God and I had my own relationship with him, and you know that was great. But the worst thing she could have ever imparted on me or tried to have me learn was you don't have to look like what you're going through. Right? I've been getting hot since I was 11 years old.
Wow.
I'm 35. That's more than half of my life. So hear me out. Because she told me I didn't have to look like what I was going through, for years, people said I was fine. Because, all right, so what, she do this, so what, she do that. She got a roof over her head, her kids, she fly, she keep food in her refrigerator, her lights ain't off. You know what I'm saying? But I was hurting myself and making it worse. if I would have looked like what I was going through a long time ago, it wouldn't have got this bad. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so, don't wear a mask. Don't cover shit. Let that junk be out in the open, because you could get help faster. You could fix stuff faster. Some people let it go to the point where I don't even know if I want help now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that I'm giving up or nothing like that, but maybe I enjoy being like this a little bit. But not having responsibility, not have to worry about this, not have to worry about that. At the same time, I don't. Because I don't like having to wait for nobody. I always got up and did it myself. I don't want to wait for you. No is a curse to me. Don't curse at me. You tell me no, you are cursing at me. I never had consequences, which is why I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with now. Because I have charisma and I got personality and I know how to talk. And you know what I'm saying? So I talked you out of whatever you was trying to impart. No, that's not the way this is going to go, because I am not comfortable with that. So this is how we're going to fix this. So I didn't even have consequences. I remember in school, I wasn't supposed to go to the prom. My 8th grade formal, I wasn't supposed to go. I wasn't supposed to walk across stage, nothing. Guess what? I sang at the graduation, and I was in C House. The B House vice principal paid for my ticket. Like, I never took consequences. No, I don't get in trouble. I am trouble. I want to get in trouble. But no, I should have got in trouble. Stuff should have happened a long time ago. It should have happened a lot sooner.
Yeah, I agree, because I think a lot of people, like young people, they're not going through consequences, they're not going through shame, and they're just taking life like
for
this.
Granted.
Right, and I think shame is good.
On some real shit, I think my generation was the last one to, like, kind of push that out the way. Because honestly, like, it's some stuff that I should be afraid to do.
Yeah, me too.
And like, you should have there's a healthy amount of fear. I'm not saying you're supposed to be timid and curl up. Yeah,
right.
But there's a healthy amount of fear that'll stop you from dying. You understand what I'm saying? That I shouldn't be going towards somebody with a gun. Right. I should be trying to get away. Exactly. And when I see people trying to get away, I be like, y'all so like, no, I'm insane. Right. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. I don't have it, and it's gonna have me not here. Right. And then how about, I was supposed to die, and I didn't. So now I'm telling people I'm invincible. Like, when that's not even the truth. The truth is God covered me and He kept me. I'm here for a reason, because I'm a soldier. People, I'm not in a gang. I'm a thug. I'm totally humble under God, and I be by myself. I don't care where I get love anywhere I go. I talk crap everywhere I go. Right. I start with people all types of, before this wheelchair. Right. Like, I'm who I am. I'm not afraid, and I will Bible you down too. Right. And share and spread the love of God and the word with you. I don't care about, because He need people like me that's not afraid to be where I go. The pastor and stuff like that, they not going to go to the host stroll and talk to the host. They're not doing what I'm doing. They not doing none of that. They're afraid. Now, we did need our generation to not be afraid, but the shame part is where the problem comes in. We're not ashamed of nothing. Exactly. And so because of that, we're building generations of vulgarity. This world becoming nastier and nastier. Because people not afraid to do nothing. Exactly. They're not afraid to be anything. You got people dressing kids up on some homo shit. Like, don't get me started. I heard Bert and Ernie was getting married and living in a. Stop playing with me. I didn't even hear that one. Stop playing with me, bro.
That's crazy.
Stop playing with me. Why y'all over sexualizing everything? America is the only country that over sexualizes everything. In Sweden, at 2:00 in the afternoon, you can see titties. Why? Because they're not hypersexual over there. They're just titties. Right. In America, the titties gotta be bouncing and jiggling and stuff like that. And like, things that are natural and supposed to be okay are not. Right. And people like, and I agree with you, people like you that say things like that, we get shamed for even trying to put common sense into. That's because common sense ain't common, and I don't mind being different. Right. It's sad that normality is weirdo shit. Right. And I'll be called a weirdo. Thank you. Because guess what? That means I could get picked out the bunch. Yeah. Because all of y'all look alike. For real. And how about every last one of y'all I set the trend. Y'all following me. I did that already. On to something new. So okay, I won't fit in, don't want to fit in. It say be in the world, not of the world.
Exactly.
And that's who I was created to be. So yeah, I'll be a weirdo. Thank you. I just want to be a part of the 144,000. Like that's all that matters to me.
Right. So, what do you see yourself in the next 6 months?
People tell me I'm faking in my chair. That I be wanting to on them. Cause like I'm broke. I'm homeless. I don't have nothing. I gotta ask people for stuff every day. I can't get assistance. They keep running me around like this. Every time I get something that I need to do the next level, one of these steal my shit. You understand what I'm saying? That bothers me. So when I get to the point where it's like somebody say that I could walk and I need to stop playing and get up and this, that, and the third, bruh. Because I would not be like this. Everybody that knew me knew I got to it. I ain't never been a lazy person.
Right.
Never in my life. Like, so for you to say I'm lazy and nah, I'm tired of